All right, so a few days ago, I decided to do a little science experiment, and I put up a community post asking everyone who subbed to my channel, what is the worst NBA 2K game of all time? And let's just say the results did not disappoint, okay? Over 2,200 people voted, and shout out to everyone who took the time to vote, by the way. I do appreciate that. And we have a clear winner, or I guess you could say a loser. It really depends how you look at it, but I would say loser. So here are the results on your screen right now. Let's go ahead and break it down. After giving it a few days for all the votes to come in, all of the results were insanely one-sided. 2K25 got 67% on the vote. And that is not just a little more. That is essentially a fucking landslide. Like, it really was not even close. You can also see that 2K21 came in second with 21%. And I'll talk more about that in a second because I actually have some thoughts on it. 2K21, very surprisingly to me, only got 8%. I was expecting more, like a lot more. And then the last 4% went to the other option where people, I was reading the comments, some people were saying like 2K24, 2K13. I would say those are valid choices, but the ones that I had there on the list are infinitely worse than those games, in my opinion. Now, let me just be very clear right off the bat, and I'm sure the majority of you already know this. I completely agree with all of you. 2K25 is the worst 2K of all time. And I'm going to stop you all already because a lot of people also said it in the comments of that community post. It is not recency bias, okay? I have not played a single game of 2K25 since September. I literally have not even touched it since the week that the game launched. It was so bad that I dropped it after 2 weeks and never went back to the game. Not a single time. I have been on 2K24 all year since then, and that's reflected in my gameplay if you go watch any one of my videos. Like, I literally flushed $100 straight down the drain. I deleted the game. I didn't even look back, and honestly, I have no regrets. 2K25 was that fucking terrible. And just to be clear, I do have a 30-minute video literally breaking down everything that is wrong with 2K25. So if you want a full deep dive, go watch that video, but I'm going to give a little bit of a shortened version here. Just trying to summarize it here, 2K25 has the most stiff, stupid, and unrewarding gameplay that I have ever seen in a video game. Not just a sports game, not just a 2K game, any video game that I have ever played. The RNG, the skill-based matchmaking system, it literally punishes you for being good at the game. The better you get, the more you get punished. If you start playing too well, boom, you're going to start missing perfectly timed shots that you know you timed perfectly, but the RNG is going to kick in. Then all of a sudden, the other team is going to suddenly start hitting fucking everything. All the 50-50 balls are going to go their way. It's like the game wants to make things fair, but in doing that, it is just screwing over the player that's actually playing well. I can't deal with that. Like, it is literally slingshotting the other team back in because they're playing like shit and you're playing well. I cannot tolerate that, people. I just cannot. The dribbling is awful. Like, the defense is almost non-existent. Perimeter contests don't exist. I speak no hyperbole when I say there is literally nothing redeeming about this game except for cap breakers as a rep reward. And in my opinion, that's not even worth grinding for because the gameplay is so bad. To grind high enough on the rep scale to actually get the cap breakers is not even worth it. Just, in my opinion, just delete the game. There's no point in playing it. The game will continue to punish you the more you play. Play any other game. And if you're as addicted to 2K as I am, go back and play 24. Okay, it is an infinitely better experience than 25. It just is in almost every way. But anyway, moving on to 2K18 now. It came second place in the poll, and honestly, that game was trash. Like, there is really no question about that. But I will say this. It was at least occasionally fun if you completely turned your brain off and just went full fucking retard mode and tried to have fun. The game could almost be enjoyable. The dribbling system wasn't terrible. I liked the customizable t-shirts. That was actually pretty fire. And the neighborhood as a concept and an idea was really awesome. It was so terribly executed, though, and that was the problem. Like, why was I walking around this comically large neighborhood having to go all the way up to my apartment to change my fucking socks? I don't know. That shit, oh my God, it was so stupid. But, like, still, though, I played 2K18 moderately. I played it, like, maybe once a week or every 2 weeks. Nothing crazy. And that says something. It wasn't good, but it was at bare minimum a playable video game. And honestly, I don't think that deserves second place. I think that 2K21 should have gotten second place. Let's get into that now. Now, here's the one that genuinely shocked me. And it's that 2K21 only got 8%. Like, I honestly thought this game would be neck and neck with 25. For me, this is the closest contender for worst 2K ever. I honestly think it is neck and neck with 25. The game ran at like 20 FPS for like half of the year. The servers were complete garbage. Like, even for 2K standards, they were fucking atrocious, if you remember back then. No one even had the next-gen consoles. The servers were pretty much fucking empty, and they still ran like shit, which is impressive. Like, Jesus. The input delay was insane. The game quite literally felt like you were playing underwater. I think that is the best example that I can give. Every time I hopped on, I would get blasted in the ears by fucking power yelling in my ears as like the mayor of the city or whatever that nonsense was back then. Like, bro, just let me play the video game. The city was way too big. Like, oh my God, the rewards were terrible. The gameplay was terrible. Everything about 21 was terrible, which in my opinion is why I thought it was going to be neck and neck with 25. The only reason that that game was even somewhat tolerable is because the demigod builds were kind of fun. But that was also what made the game so fucking terrible. Like, there was no variety in the gameplay whatsoever. Everyone had a 6-7 power forward. Everything was the same. This is also the year when shot aiming was introduced, so Zens were everywhere. The dribble glitch made defense impossible. I could not play that game for more than 1 hour at a time without actually losing my mind. But I still played it on and off for the entire year. And again, that speaks volumes, because the same goes for every other 2K, regardless of how bad it was, except for 2K25. There is no other game that I have ever deleted in my life in 2 weeks and never went back to. Even 2K18 or 2K23, when I deleted them and went back to old games, I eventually came back because I was like, you know what? This game is somewhat playable. I can at least get back onto it. 2K25, I never even had the urge to do that. I was like, no, get that shit off of my console. Like, that is how fucking bad it is, people. So yeah, everyone who voted on this poll absolutely fucking nailed it right on the head. 2K25 is not just the worst 2K game. It is genuinely one of the worst games I have ever played, period. I do not know how that game was released without someone telling them, hey, put that shit back on the shelf. That needs another 5 years of development minimum. It's fucking terrible. Like, that needs to go in the garbage can. I don't know how it came out, but it did. And I'm not the only one who genuinely thinks that the game is this terrible and dropped it this quickly. Look at the video Illuminati put out a month ago, or like a few weeks ago, somewhere around that point. He literally says at the beginning of the video, he stopped playing it in October and never went back to it. This is the same guy. He was a fucking pioneer in the 2K community. This guy literally played 2K for a living. He played it every day for hours and hours. Do you know how much that speaks for someone like him to say, yeah, this is so bad that I dropped it in October and let my little sisters or cousins or whoever else play on my account? Do you understand how that speaks volumes, bro, to how terrible this game really is? But yeah, shout out again to everyone who voted in the poll. Let me know in the comments what you think the worst 2K game is and why. And if it's 2K25, you are objectively correct. Again, if you want a full breakdown of why 2K25 is garbage, I have like a 30-minute rant video. Go find it on my channel somewhere. I also have a video ranking literally every single 2K game somewhere on my channel. If you're interested, go find that. I don't know, if you feel like it, it's somewhere on my channel. I literally never plug videos at the end like this. You can go watch any of my other videos. The only reason I'm even bringing that up is because both of those videos are very relevant to what I'm talking about right now. But yeah, on that note, I'm out of here, people. I'm praying that 2K26 is better. I'm going to regret saying this, but it can't get worse, all right? Right? Like, it can't get worse. I'm definitely going to regret saying that. But anyway, let me give a quick shout out to all my members. They're on your screen right now. You want to become a member? It's literally $1 a month. You get to see my videos early. If you don't care about that, you don't care about that, save your $1, bro. YouTube wouldn't let me put it any lower, so fuck it. Keep your $1 then. But yeah, I'm out of here, people. Thank you all for watching to the end. I love you, and peace.